So let's cut and get a summary. Topic of discussion, King of Pentacles. That could be the earth sign, or this could be you. This is how your approach they're wanting you to take, okay? So you can go from a page to a king. It's all about learning. This is a student. So if you're not really used to taking this type of approach when it deals to romance, you may just go by, lust and passion and desires and attraction and your sexual energy. This is kind of going more with more of the responsibilities of love, the material world, the things that you have to tend to when you have a romantic relationship, making sure everybody is comfortable in the connection. It's kind of thinking about things other than how you just feel inside, okay? Because the kings deal with the outside world, the bills, the maintenance of things. Making sure somebody is protected. So that's another reason why you may have protection. The person that you may be coming into, or you may even feel like you want to be protected within the relationship. You want to feel like, there's a big form of security. But this also with these pentacles, I'm seeing financial stability is very important as well. Okay. Queen of Swords. All right. I see a couple here. All right, so you could also be dealing with an air sign. All right. This person is looking away from you. So this person is looking away from you. So as much as we are a fire element, they're telling us to get more grounded. This is kind of getting more into realistic things. Maybe this is an approach that you have to take for this person that you're trying to catch attention, or they're trying to catch your attention. It's kind of an odd couple. As I look at it, it is kind of an odd couple, but it works in its own way, I feel like. And it just has to work with kind of merging you guys' the way you operate together. Another thing that I see, this person may be kind of cold or aloof here when it comes to romance, not wearing their heart on their sleeves. And what's going to happen, or what you need to do, is make this person feel protected. And emotions are not going to get them there. It's not an emotional thing. It's more of a show me. Pentacles are results. So they're wanting to see actions and then seeing results of if you're trying to invest in them. This is actions speak louder than feelings type of thing. It's past the words. It's past the feelings. Show me. That's how you get through a Queen of Swords or a King of Swords, whoever this person is. And right now, they're not looking towards you. So this may be somebody's attention that you have to catch. Okay? So the results of this, if I feel like things are the way that you guys are looking at each other now, there's things that have to come to an end, or that have come to an end. Okay? Because something right here is stone cold and stiff. All right? It may be an end to some aggression that you've had, some conversations that you've had with each other. I just see a lot of, I see the knight rushing towards the queen. So you guys could have had some conflict with each other, or some differences in opinions when it comes to somebody of a love interest. All right, let's see what we got, my Leos here. And like I said, I did see the full moon in Aries. So this could be, a heated conversation, or a very aggressive conversation too. But it's about learning. It's a learning experience here. So we're going to keep that Ten of Swords in the shadows. Oof, Mercury, Mercury. Some of you may be ending it with an air sign or an earth sign as well. And you may be starting out brand new with somebody else. Because in climax, something being revealed is coming. It is coming. All right, so the energy that you are at versus where the universe wants you to be is the Eight of Swords. So this is feeling stuck. And that would make sense if we have the Ten of Swords, because this has to do with the completion. Are we not wanting this to complete? Are we being hesitant? Are we not wanting to change the way that we operate? Or are we not wanting to change the person that we're dating? It could be a lot of things. But it's a feeling, of something not moving. But the over energy is something is not moving because it's been drained out. Okay? So where the universe wants you to be is the Hangman. Pause, regroup, reflect, take a bigger look at something. Look at the bigger picture. Uncover your eyes. You're not stuck. We just do need to examine why we're feeling this way, though. Because with all these swords and with that Queen of Swords, very opinionated. And everybody believes their opinions are facts in this. Okay. Because Earth, even though when I'm talking about Earth, I see the King of Pentacles. So if that's the kind of person that you are at this time, kind of established, you're very dependable, reliable, and then there's this air energy. Those elements are kind of the challenging elements of each other. Okay. So, obstacle. We have the Queen of Wands. Some of you, there's somebody in the way. There could be a fire sign in the way. Let's see. Because a person pops up. Let's see. What's going on with this? Somebody could also, another challenge, if it's not a person, is power. This is a person who has that empowerment, that self-worth, very independent. So are we trapped in not being able to be who we are? Have the feeling of restriction? Are we not really excited about the practical, traditional routine? Are we wanting somebody to open up? But when it comes to this, the universe wants to put you on pause with whatever that you're going through. It's time to pause for a minute because there is some interference. All right. Teaching and learning connection. And then we have somebody who may be more focused on their self and not focused on the connection. So if you're finding it hard or finding it challenging, it just could be something that you're supposed to learn from. Is there anything else with this? Neglect or ignoring issues. I also have forgive me. So this could be a buildup. This Ten of Swords can be a buildup of non-communication, of confusion, of letting harsh words or, bluntness or too much aggression build up at one time to where, things are draining now. And now we're at a place, well, how do we get rid of all this? Because you can come into a connection where you just blow things off. You're just like, it's a new day. We're not going to confront that. It's another day. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. And, with the Queen of Swords, if you're dealing with that type of energy, regardless of gender, this is somebody who doesn't let stuff go. Not that easy. Meanwhile, you're a fire sign and you're able to brush it off, but them, no, something has built up. Something that somebody has said has really affected the other person. And now we're at a stalemate because somebody has turned cold. Can we fix this? Somebody is saying, forgive me. I apologize. Maybe I was harsh. Maybe I was not able to compromise or wasn't wanting to compromise or negotiate or feel how you felt. Somebody maybe they don't feel protected. They feel like you're against them more than you're for them. It could have simply been a conversation that could have straightened this whole thing out, but we're not talking. And then in the month of March with Mercury retrograde, it gets even more intense because this is when communication is off the most for a lot of signs. And this is the time where it's just going to have to be on pause. Okay. Yeah, but behind forgive me, we have don't think the worst. So somebody's like, the way that you took that is really not the way that it is. Some of you may be thinking a little bit too much and you feel like it's over. You automatically feel like it's over and it may just need some time. Hangman, time. All right, so let's see what led up to all this. Where's this coming from? So past, giving, receiving. This is karmic energy though. Something may have been thrown off balance. I'm telling you, something was thrown off balance. Because at first it looks like it was equal. This is being open to give and to receive, of course. This is giving time, energy, and attention. But then if we have neglecting, there must have been an imbalance here that happened that threw everything off. And it's escalated quickly. Because somebody feels like they're not getting enough of something. And so the connection, the teaching and learning part of this connection is equal give and take. So the root of this is the new chapter. Yeah, it's something beautiful. This actually comes from an accomplishment. But what has happened was somebody, it's words. Words have cut somebody. Words have cut somebody kind of deep. And if it's the Queen of Wands, this is kind of sassy. They value their own opinions. And then when a Leo, when they kind of get into their shadow energy, they become stubborn or very nonchalant. So either one of you, same thing with an air sign. And then if a Leo becomes hurt, they become cold-hearted when they're hurt. And that creates distance. Okay. So what's to come? Yeah, there's the Leo energy. There's strength here. That's patience. That's being understanding. But that is listening on both sides. You listen to me. I listen to you. We handle the situation very maturely. Because where this stems from is a beautiful place. And there could be interference from the outside. But it was headed in the right direction. But then when it came to the lessons of this, somebody got stuck, and it could be both people. Ego, pride. And with the Queen of Wands, who, regardless of who this is a person who is very independent. And they don't need you, but they do want you. Same thing with that Queen of Swords energy. This is not lashing out. This is not arguing. This is not me being right. This is not he say, she say. This is taking a step back, sometimes giving it time, but handling the situation with a lot of care. Because I feel like that's what happened. Somebody felt targeted. And maybe the person didn't even mean to say it like that. Sometimes fire signs, we speak out of, speak first, think later. And it's not even on purpose a lot of times. It's just taken to heart by a lot of people because, you're kind of blunt. Okay. So if everything is to stay like this, somebody walks away. They walk away. And I don't do reversals, but I see what could happen in between this and this is not healing it. And with that Queen of Swords energy, that person could have just said no, regardless of how they feel, head over heart. And so how to get over what is holding you back? That could be apologizing. That could be getting over what happened. It's confronting the issue. It's getting over it. But I feel like for some of you, this just has escalated to the point of no return. So if we are to change directions, we still end up having to choose a direction. We still end up with choices. And I feel like what this is one person, they're willing to compromise, but then the other person is like, no, they've already kind of made up their mind about this. But if the universe is telling you to be on pause, then something could eventually change, but it needs time. And for some of you, this is just the end of a chapter of a learning and teaching connection. For everybody, it is different. But like I said, this climax is coming and it's very aggressive. And it comes from neglecting somebody. But there's like here. There's a lot of like here. I don't know if it's love, but there's also a lot of independence. That's also a challenge for both parties. Whew. So this may start to work out after Mercury retrograde kind of declines. This is about being kind of taking the courage to handle something better than it was handled before. Okay. All right, my Leos, thank you for your time.